Author's POV. Alright, that's it. I already explained everything to you, what else do you want to know? Say it now, I'm tired, I want to sleep. Becky looked at Freen, guilty feeling took over her as she looks down on her finger after hearing Freen's explanation about her memories. Thank you Freen, I'm sorry for bothering you this late. You already did, Freen mumbles before slowly standing up. The older girl immediately feel like her world spinning around as she hold onto the couch holding on her throbbing head. Freen. Becky, quickly hold the ladder arm, Freen groan in pain as she can feel like her head gonna burst in any second. This is the first time in a while since the last time this thing happens to her. Freen, let's go to the hospital, Becky said panicked after seeing the older girl. Freen shake her head, but then the pain getting worse than before making the taller girl fall on her knees. That's it, we are going to the hospital. Where's your car key? Let me drive, Becky said, and Freen point at the table as Becky quickly took it. Running towards the older girl, Becky wrapped her arm around the taller girl's waist. Hold tight onto me, alright? Becky stuttered looking at Freen. Her heart aching seeing Freen in pain, she couldn't help but feel worried and quickly helped the older girl walked away. After they reached Freen's car, Becky immediately put the ladder on the passenger seat before she jogged towards the driver's seat. Becky's hand trembled knowing this is the first time she gonna drive again after losing her memories. Taking a deep breath trying to calm down herself, Becky look at Freen, the taller girl have her eyes close as her face changed showing how much she's in pain. Freen, hang on. Miss Freen need a lot of rest, she will be staying here for a couple of days for us to monitor her. Is she overworking this past few days? The doctor asked. Becky took a quick glance on Freen before nodding her head, knowing that the older girl had been going back and forth from Bangkok to 𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖆 every single day. I see, she need to stop overworking herself, her body couldn't take it and that's why she's here right now. You need to persuade her to take a rest after discharging, she needs at least a week to completely recover, he added. Thank you so much doctor, I will try. I will take my leave now miss. Becky bowed towards him as he brought his feet leaving the room. Becky let out a big sigh before slowly walking towards Freen. Sitting down on the chair, Becky looked at the sleeping girl, basically examined her face. Freen looks pretty while sleeping. Becky couldn't help but feel her heart flutter. You must be tired. I'm sorry for being a burden to you. Becky mumbles. Just hang on for a while, I will fix everything once all my memories are back. I'm still in confusion about my feelings. I do love him but my heart still feel empty when you are not around. I don't blame you for hating me, what I did to you is straight up cruel, but please don't disappear from my life. Give me a little bit of time Freen, just a little more. Becky couldn't hold her tears, silently sobbing as she closed her mouth not wanting Freen to wake up and seeing her at this state. Wiping her tears, she took a deep breath to calm herself down and stop crying, but then the door opened making herself startled. Becky. Mom. Becky immediately hugged her mom as soon as she saw the older woman along with her dad. How's Freen? She's okay, now, still sleeping and the doctor will monitor her so she will stay for a couple of days, Becky explained. Mrs. Armstrong looked at her daughter noticing the puffy and sleepy eyes as she quickly hugged Becky again. Take a rest honey, I will look after Freen and her mom will be here in the morning, don't worry alright? Go home and rest, Dad will send you home Mrs. Armstrong said while Becky immediately shook her head looking at her parents. No, I want to be the one who take care of Freen, like how she did when I was in the hospital, Becky stuttered holding her mom's arm and glancing to her dad. The older woman looked at her and let out a small smile. If that's so, alright I will let you stay here, she replied and Becky immediately smiled. Thank you so much Mom. Freen opened her eyes feeling a little bit dizzy with the lights as she closed her eyes back before opening it again. Looking at the window showing that it's morning already. She felt a heavy feeling on her right hand as she turned around and saw something unexpected. Becky sleeping while holding her hand, the younger girl sat on the chair and had her head on the bed. Tighten the grip on Freen's hand. Freen can feel her heart started to pound, swallowing her own saliva, she can feel her stomach tighten with the butterflies feelings thinking did Becky just stayed all night taking care of her? She couldn't help but to stare at the figure beside her wondering what's happening last night since she couldn't remember shit. What's happening last night? Did I passed out? Freen mumbles looking around at the hospital room. Her head slightly hurt, but still better than last night. The older girl looked at her again without her knowing her other hand slowly moved towards the sleeping beauty wanting to caress her hair. But then Becky slightly moved suddenly making Freen close her eyes back pretending to be asleep again. She can feel Becky letting go of her right hand. Freen immediately missed the warmth feeling. You still haven't awake Freen? Wake up please, you have been sleeping for too long Becky mumbles with her sleepy voice. Freen slightly move as a response to the other person as Becky quickly have her eyes wide open as she hold Freen's hand again. The older girl opened her eyes, pretending to just wake up even though she already did. Looking at Becky, she pulled her hand away. I gotta give you a little lesson, Becky, Freen spoke inside her mind after seeing Becky's expression change. Why am I here? Why are you here? Freen asked with her cold tone without looking at Becky. Becky have her head down. Why, you are sick and I'm just taking care of you. For what? Just go home, Becky, your boyfriend is waiting, Freen sarcastically said. Please, let me take care of you, Becky begged looking at Freen. Why would you? I told you I don't want to see you again, Becky. Because I dash. Freen. Both of them startled and surprised after hearing the high-pitched voice as they quickly turned around and saw Freen's friend. Freen, oh my god, are you okay? Nam immediately went towards her left side before hugging the younger girl. Yes, I'm okay, Nam, don't worry, Freen replied with a small chuckle. Becky, on the other hand, sitting tight on her seat, she almost forgot that she texted Nam last night telling about Freen's condition. And she didn't expect to see other unfamiliar face hugging Freen. The girl is tall and they look so close to each other. It's making Becky feel uncomfortable with the sight as she looks away. Heidi is the one who have been bugging us to go visit you as soon as I told them you were at the hospital, thanks to Becky for telling Nam, T added looking at Becky while the younger girl just gave a small smile. So Heidi is her name, Becky thought, watching Freen happy smile as soon as she saw the taller girl. Becky couldn't help but feel her chest tighten seeing how close and happy Freen are with her. It's making herself wonder, who is she to Freen? I'm alright, just a little sick, that's it, nothing serious. I don't want to, maybe later, Freen replied. Becky watched them uncomfortably, clearing her throat. Becky stand up from her seat, earning an attention from them. Excuse me for a while, Becky said before turning around leaving the room. Freen looked at the younger girl's back wondering what's wrong. She knew something was off about Becky as soon as she saw how Becky watched her on the corner of her eyes. It's making Freen thinking. Is she perhaps jealous seeing her interactions with Heidi? Freen mentally sighed after realizing she have been assuming thing. Why would Becky get jealous? She didn't even love her, and the worst part is Becky have a boyfriend. There's no way she is jealous. Did Becky take care of you last night? Nam asked as soon as Becky leave the room. I'm not sure, maybe? She have been here as soon as I woke up, Freen replied. They look at each other with a hidden meaning, making Freen notice the looks. What? She definitely is, can't you see how her eyes looks like? She looks like she haven't slept for month, Cade added, making Freen chuckle bitterly. Whatever then, Freen said, rolling her eyes. Even though she looks like she doesn't care, in fact she can feel her heart flutter with the fact that Becky took care of her last night. Freen knew she needs to control herself from letting out her emotion. She doesn't want to make it seem like Becky had a big impact on her anymore. Not after what the younger girl did to her. Freen, you need to eat a little. You still haven't eaten anything since last night, right? Heidi suddenly spoke up. Yeah. But it's okay, I will eat later, thanks for the food, Freen replied smiling, but the Heidi looks down. But I want to feed you, Heidi mumbles loud enough for Freen to hear. The others notice the tension between them. I think I want to poop, can you accompany me guys? Nam speak up, reaching for T and Cade's hands. Wait, what the hell? T said as she got dragged by the ladder, leaving the two girls inside the room alone. Freen looked at the taller girl who had been staring to her for a long time. What did you say? Freen asked again, unsure with what she just heard. Becky's POV. Yeah. Don't worry, I'm kind of tired, I will talk to you later, I said, hanging up the phone call from 𝖗𝖊𝖇𝖊𝖈𝖈𝖆'𝖘. I didn't even wait for his reply, my mind have been bothering me with the sight of Freen and Heidi. I don't know why would I act like this. Am I jealous? Why would I? There's no need to be jealous. Right? Gosh, I feel like I just messed things out with all my bullshit feeling, I'm getting tired now. Please just give me all my memories back. I don't fucking care about the pain I will be having anymore, I just need the memories, my memories. That's all I ever asked for. I have my head down, walking on the hallway of the hospital, making my own way to Freen's room and praying that Heidi already went home by now. Am I too obvious? Well, maybe I am. But what I know, I don't like her. That's it. Know what's happening to me? Shit, this is bad, this is fucked up. I don't care about them, I don't care about them, I don't care about them. I opened the door and saw Heidi feeding Freen some food as I froze on my place, but it's already too late, they saw me. Yeah, I definitely care about them. Freen's POV. I turned my head on my right side and saw Becky standing in front of the door. She looks surprised, probably because of Heidi. Freen, I will be back again and bring more food for you, get. Well, soon, Heidi suddenly spoke up after turning her head towards me. She gave me a small smile before putting the food container inside the bag. I gotta admit, she's such a great cook. See you, Heidi give me small hug and a peck on my cheek. I caught off guard with the action. Gosh, she's really straightforward. I take a quick glance towards Becky and she have this unexplained reaction. No, Freen, stop assuming thing. She's not jealous. I look away, clearing my throat after feeling Becky slowly walk towards me after Heidi left. I tried to maintain my cold face even though I'm screaming deep inside.
Yeah.
I'm fucking nervous. Is she your girlfriend? Becky asked after sitting on the chair. From a corner of my eyes, I can feel like she's staring at me. None of your business, I replied, looking away. Really? She really asking me if Heidi is my girlfriend? Why would she ask that? I sound cruel, but she deserves it. What she did to me was even worse. But fuck, I feel bad. Gosh, why do I have such a big soft spot for her? You really hate me that much. I'm sorry, Freen. Can't we at least be a friend? For what? Aren't you hate me too? That was before. I'm just in so much confusion. Everything is confusing to me to the point where I can't decide what's wrong or what's right. She looks frustrated while explaining to me what she have been feeling. What about now? Do you realize what did you do wrong? Becky slowly nodded her head. I can see a little tears escaping from her right eye. I sighed quietly and look away. Gosh, I can't do this. I'm sorry. I really do, Becky said as she slowly stand up, sitting on my bed. Now what is she doing? I can feel my heart pounding like crazy when her hand slightly touches my arm. I back away a bit, letting out a little cough. I can feel her eyes on mine. She's looking at me right now with so much emotion that I couldn't read. Her hand slowly touches mine. Let me be close to you again. I don't know why, but I feel empty without you, and I'm being completely honest right now. My feelings is confusing me. I just need to regain all my memories again. Can you hang on for a while, Freen? Until I remembered everything again about you, about us. Becky said, looking at me. My heart flutter. I can feel her sincerest. My words stuck in my throat as I couldn't reply to her. Taking a deep, shaky breath, my hands are sweating right now and I know she noticed it. She squeezed my hand. I'm sorry again. She apologized to me again. For this. Becky added, and then I feel a soft pair of lips met mine.